Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. Alright, so for these next couple of videos here, we're actually going to be hitting the Seal of Chanticleer. Now, this is again another quest chain similar to Tangleroot, I'm not sure which ones are actually going to come out first, just due to the various level ranges, as I do want to release them together, both the STK or Seal of Chanticleer and the Tangleroot. I want to release all of Tangleroot and all of this one here together, so it really depends on which ones finish first. With this one here, there are 3 quests and 1 standalone quest. So the 3 quests are part of a chain. They vary in level. They start off at 3, the next one is 4, and then finally the last one is level 5. And they are all good experience, so I do recommend hitting these up. So the standalone one is also the same level as the first one here. Now these quests are located in the marketplace in the southeastern corner here, near the Rusty Nail Tavern, which is right here. It's just around the corner. Now I'll show you exactly how to get here. From the entrance, from the Market Harbor entrance here. So if you're just coming in from the harbor, you would just head here. Just to the right of the bridge, there's a staircase down. You'd make a right, and again, you just walk past all your hireling vendors, just down and around the corner to the steam tunnels. Right outside, you find Wayfinder Dale. Now, she's the one who actually gives us the chain here. Now, once inside the steam tunnels, again, there is that standalone quest. We're actually going to hit that one up first, and the reason B is where the quests are located. So once we head down this staircase here, and again, this one here, there are 2 paths to take. There's one heading north here, which is actually going to be the one we're taking. The other one, if you're wanting to head directly into this, the quest chain, Seal of Chanticleer, you'd actually come, again, here. We'd head just a little bit left to where this entrance is, and we just hop down there. So that's why I usually do the Seal first. Or, sorry, this quest here is the Sacred Helm. So I do this one first, as it's up top. Once I recall out, I can just run through and then hop down. But we're going to start with this one here. And this one here is given by a little kobold, just actually behind us here. And essentially our goal in here is to collect a helmet for him. Alright, so again, I'm just going to summon us a little hireling. And as you can see, once again, a fairly nice amount of experience. Alright. So this first part here, once we enter up the top of this ramp, there will be enemies, as you can see on the scaffolding above. Now I do recommend coming in here with somebody who does have some sort of a range damage, as it does make it very difficult without, as obviously you're not able to shoot these enemies here right away. Now later on in the quest, we actually are going to be up top there. However, in the meantime, until we're able to get up there, again, it does just make it a little bit easier if you have somebody who can shoot them from afar. Alright, so now we're dead. So once we come up to the top here, you'll see we have a door at the bottom, which has 2 unlit runes. To light them up, we need to first head left. We're heading west on the map and go through here. Now there is a trap, which which is actually a spike trap located on the ground. And it does activate once we step into the water here. Now I also want to point out, we're awful close to that one. It does have a secret door here. Now if we open up this secret door, it does have a lever which shuts off this spike trap. However, once that's pulled and it shuts this off, it does open up a arrow jet, which opens up that door and it starts firing arrow jets at you. So you got to deal with either the spike trap or the arrow jets. Unfortunately, you can't disable them both there. Alright, so here's that other one. So as you can see, there's that arrow jet. Now all we have to do up here, once we take out the enemies there, is there is a chest here. Now there's not any named loot. However, in this chest there is a key which we do need to pick up, or at least some member of your party needs to pick up, as it unlocks the door heading east, which is where we need to go. It's just this door here in front of us. And again, it does not actually allow you to pick the lock on this door. You actually do need to obtain the key there. So once we've climbed all the way up here, we're at the top here where those enemies were shooting us from, and there are just our 2 levers up top here. So there's one on this side here, and the second one is just over there, which again we can access by walking across. And that's that. So once we've gotten our breakables, or if you're not interested in that, once you've pulled the 2 levers, as that's all we have to do, our next is we can just hop down and go through the door. Now I do want to point out, these hobgoblins, they do have a fairly decent hide and move silently. So if you don't want to be caught unaware, definitely want to make sure you have a good spot. That's how I'm able to see their silhouettes. And they also like hiding everywhere too, which is why I'm just checking these little alcoves. Alright, so at the bottom here, you'll see we had 1 ogre standing by this, again, door locked with the rune. And directly to the left we had an ogre shaman. Now this door behind him is our first shrine. So if you need that top up, feel free to hit that. Then we want to head off to the east, or to the right path there. Now this one is a trapped path a little bit here. And they're actually located right here. So let's see if we can't search the actual trap here from this distance. Alright, so it won't let us. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump up. Might let us from here now, though. Yeah, so it's not going to let us actually see the trap itself. But right here in the center, there's those giant blades on both sides. So they do give us 2 trap boxes. So if you happen to run past it, don't worry about trying to run back past it. So the first one's there. Now I'm just gonna kill these enemies. They are, however, located behind those secret doors. So behind this second secret door, I want to point out, is like the largest trap box that I think I've seen in the game. Like, it's ridiculously big. So I'm just going to search it here. And yeah, there it is. As you can see, like, it is almost the size of, you know, an elf. So I can only imagine, like, a halfling going through and disabling that. Like, he would fit inside that box. Alright, so here just to the left, we have some more of these exploding barrels, as well as a minotaur hiding around the corner. Now, if we grab those breakables, you'll notice he dropped real quick. I like to employ the use of these exploding barrels, as you can get a fair amount of damage off on him quickly without actually putting yourself in harm's way. Alright, from here we just gotta climb this ladder, and it is a tall ladder, so, you know, fair warning. And once we get up top here, there's just gonna be a small little landing pad opening up into a larger room here. So here's the little landing pad. There's the room, and inside the room it does have some enemies. Now they are located on all sides of us, including the leg, the worst monster of all. None of that. Alright. So if you're wondering how I broke free of that hold, it is an item called a Harper pin. You can actually get this for turning in Harper favor. Now at this point of the game, you generally don't have access to this type of an item. This is a favor turn-in for the Harpers, which have, their quests are higher level, but as I am a TR'd character, or I've played to, you know, cap level before and restarted, I've already gone through and earned that. Alright, here. So up top here, all we need is this lever. That'll open up that door back where those ogres were. As well, there is a chest. Now, this chest can actually have a named bow in it, which we didn't get. I'm actually going to try and re-roll to see if I can't pull one. Now, it is a fairly rare drop in consideration. It's not as rare as some of the other drops in this game, such as the Jack Jibber's blade here. But that bow is actually really, really nice. It has some unique features that actually make it valid for some time. So I do just want to point that out. If you are looking to use longbows, that's definitely a chest you might want to farm a few times until you get one. Alright, so from here we're going to just keep heading north up that, through that now open door. So we're actually almost nearing the end of this one here. So this one here, it does open up, as you can see, into a larger room, which has two paths to the right, or one path to the right, one path to the left, and then one going down the center. Now the one on the left and right, they do intersect at that bridge. There really isn't much up here, except a collectible in the back here. And that's it for this side. From here, I like to, as I am a ranged character, just sit up here and take out the enemies again from the range. We do have a Reaper, so definitely take that out. And I find it's just easier as I'm not in really range of their attacks. The bit of the bridge there does protect us as well as the wall here. And by jumping here, we can jump over top, get our shots in, and then we're falling back behind the safety of the wall. Alright, so once they're dead there, we do just want to head down. Now again, there are 2 bridges here, and as we can see, there are some spike traps on either side. Now, the traps don't activate when you first cross, and you'll notice here, as we cross the bridge on the right, the spike traps on the left go off, and it is vice versa. When we cross on the left, the spikes on the right go off. Now the other thing to note is, you'll see right on the edges here, they have little arrow traps, and on this side here as well. These activate once we pull these levers, which we do need to pull, so just make sure you are out of range of those, so you're not directly facing them. So there's that one, and then again this one here, and same thing, it fires off those arrow traps. After that, all that's left is to head down into this little pit. Alright, so those 2 levers that we pulled, aside from starting up those traps, it did open up that door here. But before we go in there, just in case we need, directly to the south here, we do have one last shrine before the boss room, which is just on the other side of this here. So let's poke our head in here and annihilate things.
Also reeks with the smell of
Now the quest does not complete when you kill the named, so don't be afraid to just take him out and take care of him right away. And then clean up the trash here. The quest completes once you kill all the enemies in this room, including the random trash mobs. It will spawn a chest. Inside of this chest is the helmet that we were sent to collect. Outside of the helmet here, there is no other named item in this chest. And that's that. So we can go ahead and finish out, and that was the Sacred Helm. So it was a fairly short quest in comparison to some of the ones coming up. Alright, here. And once we're done, we're just going to turn into our little kobold friend here. And so that's that one. So I do want to show you here. So once I complete this one, the path I take is just leaving out here. And then I just head down this path. And I simply just jump over the edge. Heading west. And that's that. And then once we get to the end here, it does have our quest entrance right here. And that's where we're going to pick up in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one all.